The idea of financial independence and the ability to spend money on personal preferences are referred to as financial freedom. The idea is built around the idea of retiring early and reaching a point in life where a person has no financial obligations, is living freely and successfully, and works for themselves rather than needing to work for someone else to support a lifestyle. Reading books written by the world's finest thinkers is the key to discovering all there is to know about financial freedom. So here are the top 10 books you must not miss out reading if you really want to attain financial freedom. 1. The Almanack of Naval Ravikant, A Guide to Wealth and Happiness by Jorgenson. Numerous lives have been changed by the perspective and expertise of the author and the book. It covers more than just that, though, and is not your typical book of financial advice. Part of the book's appeal is that it talks about more than just money. Yes, there is a focus on wealth, but there is just as big a focus on happiness too. Key takeaways are: the book tells that money is a tool to get wealthy. However, it also suggests understanding the value of time and consistency in life. People need to work hard the right way to become rich, else contentment will always be missing. The author encourages people to use compound interest with money, personality, and character. 2. The Psychology of Money, Timeless Lessons on Wealth, Greed, and Happiness. By Morgan Housel. The book was published in 2020. It offers a distinctive perspective on how individuals use money and how their relationship with it contributes to that weakness. The goalpost shifts as we earn more, as the book demonstrates, and the most foolish financial decisions are made by the wealthy. Therefore, it's crucial to understand when you've spent enough and are content. The book also describes the car paradox, which is when someone else drives a fancy car and people don't think they're cool but instead imagine themselves driving it. One of the best books about financial independence is this one. Key takeaways are: the author uses the relationship and perspective of people towards money to explain why people are scared of investing and reinvesting. The book uses the example of businessman Warren Buffett as a true example of the power of compounding. The author states that a frugal budget, flexible thinking, a loose timeline can help people make good investments. The author encourages people not to confuse people for their visible wealth. 3. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Samuel Clason. The Richest Man in Babylon, which was first published back in 1926, is a timeless classic with a ton of current relevance. The 7 lessons this book teaches about money are its main takeaways. The following 3 classes will assist the reader in increasing their wealth. The only way for people to fully achieve financial freedom is through adhering to these lessons. The key takeaways are: the book gives 7 rules of money. It delivers a strong idea for cash and is a must-read for beginners. The book suggests investing 10% of income in the right assets. Number 4. Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant, Rich Dad's Guide to Financial Freedom by Robert Kiyosaki. Since the author of the best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad is the same guy who wrote this book, you undoubtedly recognized his name. The reader is made aware that there are persons who can work fewer hours and still make more money in Rich Dad's Cashflow Quadrant. The book's goal is to inspire the reader to accomplish the same thing. Employee, business owner, self-employed, and investor are the 4 areas that are examined. The key takeaways are: the book has a quadrant designed by the author to explain where and how people fall and what they should do. It explains the problem of poor mindset and the struggles of people to overcome it. The author condemns the poor mentality and says that there has to be a change in the mindset of people to become wealthy. 5. The 9 Steps to Financial Freedom, Practical and Spiritual Steps So You Can Stop Worrying by Suze Orman. The 9 Steps to Financial Freedom. This is a book that forces you to focus on your personal finances. It talks about having the ability to save, invest, and grow your wealth overall. As a certified financial planner, Orman can tap into her own experience and share examples that have worked in practice, rather than just being theory. Key takeaways are: the author of this book offers 9 steps to financial freedom. All the 9 steps involve more about life than just money and finances. She explains that it is important to be honest with yourself. The author states it is important to ensure long-term life insurance plans and other applicable benefits. 6. The Millionaire Fastlane, Crack the Code to Wealth and Live Rich for a Lifetime. by M.J. DeMarco. The book came in 2011, in which the author speaks about the decent way of creating wealth by following simple formulas and retiring early. The author is very keen on the idea of following the old and proper way of studying, getting a degree, doing a job, and starting saving and creating wealth in the very basic way most people do it. The book suggests that there is nothing wrong with working hard, but there are certain steps that people can take in between and ensure that its outcome will differ positively. Key takeaways are: the reader is informed in the book about the flaws in the traditional method of gradually accumulating riches. Money is not one of the 3 pillars of wealth, according to the author. To clarify the income model with regard to time, it uses numerous well-known individuals as examples. Being a producer is more vital than continuing to be a consumer, the author argues. 7. Financial freedom. A proven path to all the money you will ever need by Sabatier. This book's author provided advice for readers who wanted to achieve financial freedom and live life to the fullest in 2019. This is one of the best books on financial freedom for beginners. The author describes how he went from making $2.26 to making $1 million in just 5 years. Time is more valuable than money, so he advises people to start investing right away. By taking 5 few actions, Sabatier promises that people can completely rewrite their retirement plans. He also asserts that maintaining your integrity at work and in your pursuit of your goal will lead to financial freedom. Key takeaways are: the author establishes 7 steps to financial freedom. He asks people to think of a particular amount they feel is enough for them by the time they want to retire. The book explains how money is freedom. The author writes that impulse is an enemy of freedom. 8. The Wealthy Barber, The Common Sense Guide to Successful Financial Planning by David Chilton. The book was first released in 1989 and has had a huge impact on people because of its subtle skill of storytelling, in which a reader can relate to the imaginary character developed by the author. The author introduces a fictional character, Ray Miller, a barber, and provides some slow and steady strategies of making it big in the long term through his life narrative and experiences. There are numerous publications that propose shortcuts to making more money in life, however, this book is not like other books about financial freedom. The book's popularity stems from its real-life references. Key takeaways are: the book talks about a different aspect of financial freedom. It is written in a format of novel that works in its favor and separates it from other financial freedom books. Financial freedom is an important subject, but many people find it boring to read, yet this book changes it. 9. Thinking, Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman. The book was published in 2011 and has inspired those who are looking for mind-body healing, money management strategies, and financial literacy. According to the author, the brain's typical behavior is lazy, and it prevents individuals from using it to its maximum capacity. In relation to financial freedom books, this book states that when people make financial decisions, they should put their emotions aside. According to the author, life is unpredictable, and people should have a clear vision of what they want. This is one of the best books about psychology and financial independence to read. Key takeaways are: the book discusses 2 systems, conscious and automatic, that make the brain function and think. The author speaks about how most people fool themselves and cannot think straight. It suggests people study their faults. It is hard but must be done. 10. Money and the Law of Attraction. Learning to Attract Wealth, Health, and Happiness by Esther Hicks, Jerry Hicks. Many people's lives have been changed as a result of the book, which was published in 2008. It specifically highlights various challenges that people face in their lives and might drive its stability. This book discusses 2 major topics: the use of the law of attraction in finance and the physical well-being of people in society. The writers want people to take charge of their finances and their lives. They emphasize that many individuals suffer as a result of a lack of money, health, and power in their life. They hope to instill the law of attraction in the lives of their readers through this book. Key takeaways are: the book talks about people's life struggles and issues regarding money and living. Both authors want people to admire the law of attraction in finance and every aspect of their lives. The book stands among the top financial freedom books of all time.
For more videos of financial tips and advices, Please leave a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification bell to be updated for the latest uploads.